Good morning, HikeTalk. Hey, Big D here. Hey guys. Whew, what a gorgeous morning. So excited to come to you from the Pacific Northwest. Loving life. Making it happen. That's what I want for you, is to every day wake up fired up, knowing that you're working hard to make it happen. And you know that hard work comes in a lot of forms. At the end of the day, it's really about developing the right habits, which is what all of us need to be better at. And when you start learning how to develop quality habits, and more importantly, how to change and develop a new one quickly, you really will start understanding the power of living in joy every day and actually controlling and operating your life. That's why I'm so pumped up every day about developing various training programs, various ways to teach the same subject matter to different types of people. And that's a big part of this HikeTalk, is creating, talking, working out ideas, working out analogies, and hopefully they'll land well with you. And sometimes they go really long-winded, like last HikeTalk, and just had a lot of stuff on my mind and kind of wandering through various things, and I know it was way too long and kind of lost myself in the middle there. I think that was after while I was doing right after I did all those deep lunges up and down the grades here, and maybe a little delirious. Whatever the case, doesn't matter. Knowing that I'm out here doing it every day, trying to get better, trying to help you get better, become a more energetic contributor to whatever life, whatever market, whatever family, components, things you want to create, participate in your life. And that's why I'm always working on various ways to teach and analogize various subject matters. And that's why I started doing this HikeTalk, was hopefully you'll get some benefit. And that's a significant part of why I do this. The other big part of it is just helping me work on me. Yes, I do watch these back to get see what kind of, after I said it, because when we talk in our own minds, everything we say and do is completely clear, and yeah, they'll get it. That was easy to see and read, and you go back and listen to it and you're like, I had no idea what the hell I was doing there. But there were some good nuggets, some golden nuggets, and that's what I've learned in all these years of being trained and training, is that when the individual is ready to hear it, they'll pick up the nugget. And that's why many times that we're talking to people in various places in their life, especially about the wide variety of an individual's life, it gets and can be very big, very deep, very wide. And that's why in many cases it's difficult to create something short and concise when you're talking about an integrated approach. And so I do my best to be integrated and not continue to ramble too much, but just so you know where I'm coming from and why I do what I do the way I do it. And it's generated significant results in my life and so many other people, that I do try to synthesize these things into short messages as best I can. But I've also found that if you're just looking for tactics, let's go to YouTube, man. You want to learn how to lose weight? There's millions of people that do that. I have had very significant results in this place, in this lane. But my approach is to be integrated, as opposed to I'm just going to focus on losing weight. That wasn't my focus. My focus was on changing my whole life, because at the end of the day, I wanted to be happy and live in joy every day, not just because when I looked at the scale, I felt better about myself. I wanted to know that I was focusing on the right things. I had the right mindset about being happy, not just the tactical things. And this is where this Living Kaizen model, why I'm doing these hike talks, and how I teach is I'm not about the swiping fast and finding the super golden nugget, because that's just a simple fix to that one thing that's right in front of you at that moment. And that's fantastic, and we can do that, and we do that as well. The bigger picture is really understanding the mindset behind why we do what we do. Like I said, an integrated approach. So that's why I do these things, why I do it the way I do it. And it works for a lot of people, lands on a lot of people. Of course, if I can keep them short, I like to keep them short for we can just get some nuggets here. But so quickly today, Hike Talk is about the P in health, our E.S.P.N in health. So E was emotional, S spiritual, P physical. We did approach this in the last Hike Talk, but again, it was long-winded and probably lost you anyway. So we're just going to get to it right here, real quick, and just realize this: if you really want to make significant changes in your life, you have to have all these components in your life. And it's not just making the change for a short period of time, it's making the change long term. Okay? What we're talking about consistently is developing the right habits that's going to get you to what you want, right? I mean, if you already have all the habits. This is the cool thing. You already do every day the things that you need to do. You're just placing your intention in an area that's not getting you the results you want. So the question is that do you actually want to get the result, a new result, or do you want to just keep doing the same thing and getting the same result? And you know what that definition is. And so the P here is the physical part of this integration model. It's integrated model, is that you need to get your physical exercise in every day, right? Now, the science is there. This is irrefutable any longer, that every day the human body needs to get X amount of movement in to flush the system, get the blood flowing, get the toxins out of your system. And again, this is, your body's integrated. So if you just do one thing all the time, your body will create a new normal. So you can't just, like for me, I come out and hike every morning. Okay, but I don't just hike. I take the same path, okay, because it gets me out in nature. I see wild animals every day. It's incredible. I go from seeing the deer here to the raccoon over there to the bunny rabbit up there, the squirrels, the chipmunks, the snakes. And it's such a cool feeling, because I feel like I'm connected some way to nature, right? And it gives me a feeling, and that's what I'm looking for, is that feeling of joy and happiness. But I'm out here getting the exercise in, getting the heart rate going. And then once I started, it was hard just to do the ups and downs of my private track here on my property. And to get, ooh, there's another wild animal. Where is it? Right over there, the great beast. My little puppy, or my old puppy, Bentley. So anyways, why it's so critical, this movement is, you know you need to do it. The science is there. The question is, why don't you do it every day? Okay? And so I'm going to get to that in a second. But for me, when I get out and I get my hike in. During that hike, I do long, deep lunges. I do arm twirls. And then I have a 6-pound aluminum shaft that I carry with me throughout the first, usually 2.5 to 3 miles. And I'm doing arm curls or arm swings, and then various movements. I was in the martial arts my whole life, so I do various body movement relative to that. And that way I can get my core workout in while I'm still mobile, while I'm still upright, instead of hunkering down on the ground in the dirt. Once you do that too, and then I get a series of push-ups in along the way. Drop down on the sport court, get that in. But wherever you are, get it in. You know, if you're out in a park in a city, or you work in the city, Get some stairs in every day, right? I mean, these activities do not have to be difficult. You don't have to join a gym. You just use you and your own body weight. You can do push-ups, sit-ups, squats, burpees, and that's enough to get you significantly down the trail. The key part is doing something that you will do consistently every day and that you will get results. Because again, what we're trying to do is develop the habits. And then as we walk through this process and you start getting what starts to fit for you, and we benchmark it, we get your weight, size, measurements, and all that stuff dialed in. So you benchmark it, take pictures. Doesn't matter where you are, what you look like. I got pictures of me, and this kind of sucks because I didn't take them when I was at my full, like 285 plus. Honestly, I didn't even know what the scale was then. I didn't take them until I weighed myself at 276, and that was the first real weigh-in. And guess what? I didn't take a damn picture of it. Oh my God, right? Of the weigh-in. But then, as I was going, because now I was like 3-4 weeks into it and already lost like 10 pounds. And so, I'm telling you, we benchmark it so you can get and have this information for later. Yeah, what you're seeing right now you may not like, but guess what? I'm telling you, in 6 months, oh my gosh, you're going to see such significant results. And in 30 days, you'll see significant results. I'm now, let's see, I started on the 12th, my green juice cleanse. What's today? The June 4th. So I'm, whatever that is, right? 18, 19, what am I, 20, 24 days later now? And that, if you followed me on my green juice cleanse when I was launching these things, we did I did HikeTalks about it, and you could kind of follow me on that, a little bit of a journey there. And I'm down 16 pounds, and I was already, in pretty good shape, hiking, feeling great. Definitely would lose the energy at the end of the day because I wasn't eating really well, as good as I have been. And yeah, I was getting the exercise in, but guess what? I was doing the same thing over and over. I was just plateaued. And so I was not getting the results that I really wanted. So I decided, hey, I'm going to do the green juice cleanse, and I'll keep my routine consistent so I can get a benchmark and know that, hey, my routine's the same, but now I'm going to alter and adjust my intake. And then that made a significant change. And so I lost the 14 pounds, and then I plateaued. And then I knew what would happen. I just keep doing it. And so what I did is, when I hit that plateau for the 4 days, I started adding these long, deep lunges in, and still doing the same 5 to 6 miles. And guess what? Boom. Next scale day, dropped 3 pounds, because I had actually added one back. And then over that 4-day period of where I didn't drop, I did add a pound back. And then, man, day 4, or maybe it was day 5, I was down 4 pounds, man, which put me at a total of down 16 pounds in, what's that, 3 weeks, right? So let me tell you, you can do it wherever you are. You can make the change. You just got to get after it and commit to the habit. Was it hard to do the green juice cleanse? Yeah, I put it off for freaking 10 years. My buddies kept pushing and pushing. Was it hard? I just think of hard relative to what? Relative to being sick and dying, relative to not having any energy, relative to feeling sort of those depressive states, those little, is it relative to what? What's it hard to? I don't want to go back to being depressed. I don't want to go back to having just really bad feelings. I don't want to go back to losing relationships and destroying my business and all the other narcissistic crap that goes on, especially in entrepreneurs. We got some crazy mind. Just don't want to go back. So the key is get focused on the physicality, because yes, we know the science is there, and we can, articulate it to the nth degree logically, but you have to make that emotional decision that this is what I need to do for myself in order to get the results. And the beautiful thing is this physical part is you can just do it right now. Like you could go right now, right this minute, and do 10 push-ups and stand in place and do cross knees. Raise your knee up to your chest, do 10 legs each. Do 10 jumping jacks. Drop and do 10 crunches. Whatever it is, something simple. Because all we're trying to do is start the habit. And then tomorrow, you do it again. The next day, you do it again. And you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And the results will come. It's just a matter of having the right focus, having the right why in place to keep you on track. And I don't know if you're... it's crazy how we are such an amazing, unique being that we don't get focused long enough on ourselves. We're always worrying about everybody else and our job and everything else, but we don't take the time to really dial in and focus in on ourselves and take care of ourselves. So this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want you to win so bad. I want you to take care of yourself and feel great about yourself every day. And it's all it is just changing a few habits. And I know you can do it. I'm pulling for you because it is your life. And you need to take care of yourself if you want to take care of your family and impact others like you were gifted to. If you were born in the United States, remember, I always believe this, is that you've already won the lottery. You've already got the Willy Wonka's golden wrapper, and that you were destined for greatness. You are absolutely a gift of God, and you can do amazing things and will do amazing things if you're just willing to start. And that's all I implore you to, is if you don't feel like you're getting what you want, if you don't feel healthy every day, if you don't feel good about yourself every day, it's time to make some changes. And they're just changing some habits. And when you start changing the habits, you're going to feel amazing, amazing. The physicality, integrated part, you need to figure out what your body type is, what's the best thing for you. But if you're not used to moving a lot, then do the simple things. Get out and walk. Get out and walk, hike, do simple calisthenics. If you're more advanced, obviously you got to benchmark it. You got to figure out where you are. And then if you're doing some type of routine and you're not getting the results you want, you got to change it up, man. I mean, it's awesome that you've already got the habit of training, but if you're not getting good results, you've got to be integrated. Remember that the physical is just one more part in your life integration. So, hey, that's it for today. Big D is here to help. HikeTalk out.